So you're going to Disney alone.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Talk About the Magic. Thanks so much for pushing play. And in today's video, we're going to talk about what you do when you're going to Disney World alone. So you have this opportunity to head over to Disney World alone and you're not really sure what to expect. Well, I recently went there myself alone and I didn't follow pretty much any of the advice that I'm about to give you. So please learn from the things that I did not do. So one of the first mistakes that I did was I actually did not plan properly. I kind of went and just felt like I knew enough about the park and I knew enough about Disney Springs and everything that, I'd figure it out when I get there. Not a good idea. Unfortunately for me, by the time I got to one area of the park, because of my poor planning, I could not reach to the other side of the park in time to reach my Fast Pass ride. I was actually in Epcot when I needed to be in Magic Kingdom by a certain time. It was just a big mess. So you always want to make sure that you have a plan. And of course, plans can change, and of course you don't have to follow it to the T, but you want to make sure that you at least have an idea of where you want to be at that certain time. The other thing that I did not do, which is something I highly recommend in my book, which you can find in the description down below, is taking water. So if you go stay at the resort, there actually is like a Walgreens and a Walmart not too far away. And normally when I go with my family, we buy a big old 20 pack of water. The reason for that is because people have different tastes in water. I personally do not enjoy the water from Florida. And while yes, you can get it from kiosks or from some of the restaurants, it does take time away. So your second option is to actually buy bottled water there. Each bottled water there though costs $3. I bought about 12 of them? Yeah, so I spent about 26 bucks in water. Still not enough. Still way dehydrated. Got major headache because I didn't have enough water. And if it's your first time being in Florida, let me just make you aware that the weather is extremely roller coastery, if that is a word. You can literally feel cool 1 minute, completely drenched in sweat the next, and completely burnt to the crisp the following. The last mistake that I did was I didn't actually take my ID with me. Now, while you do get a magic band and while they are fantastic, unfortunately, if you are going to the parks and if you're age of drinking, legal age of drinking, you forget that while you have everything, linked up to your magic band, your ID is not linked to that. So I went for the Food and Wine Festival and I was so excited to try all these different kind of, drinks from all over the world and go up to the kiosk. I say, I'd like to order this. And they looked at me and they said, do you have your ID, sir? And I said, no, I do not. I left it at the resort, which now is going to take me a good hour and a half to 2 hours by the time I finish walking to this park, getting to the bus, getting to the resort, getting my wallet, getting back on the bus, coming back to the resort, coming back to look to you. So I just bought a water. Now maybe you purposely would like to leave your wallet at the resort, but if you do plan on getting drinks, don't forget your wallet in the resort. Now guys, this is just a couple quick tips that I wanted to share with you to make sure your Disney trip stays as magical as possible. Every Wednesday and Saturday you should see a video here going over some ideas and some helpful tips to help you make sure that when you visit the parks, it'll be the most magical experience you could possibly have without making these small little mistakes that so many of us do when we visit the parks. Keep in mind there is a free ebook that I have down there in the description below for you, or there might be a card that pops up here going over the 5 tips to help your Disney trip stay as magical as possible. And it just goes over kind of my 5 go-to tips no matter what. Like if this is 5 tips you got to tell somebody real fast, that's going to be the tips I'm going to tell you because they stand true regardless of the time and the changes of technology and everything that's happening with Disney. These tips have helped me and my family in the past trips, and I know they'll help me in the future trips as well. So be sure to get it. It's 100% free. It's just because I want to share this with you. So yeah, description down below or one of the cards. But I hope you found this video helpful and useful, and if you did, please be sure to share with someone else who might be going to the parks and you know that they need all the help they can get. Hopefully they can find help with this video as well. Have a great night, day, weekend, whenever you're watching this, and as always, stay magical.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.